So this is your Brahmaputra river. Okay, this is your Brahmaputra river. Chemyadung glacier, Sangpo, Dihang, Dibang, Lohit, Desang. Okay, and then there are many tributaries of Brahmaputra. There are many tributaries of Brahmaputra, out of which we have done eight. We have done in our previous class. In our previous class, we have done 8 rivers of Brahmaputra already. Okay, so Brahmaputra goes like this, and Jamuna, Kalong, Komeng, Kamla, Dikram, uh, Kharkat, Kharut, Kharut, uh, these all rivers, these small rivers, these are the small rivers known as tributaries of Ganga, and then it drains into Bay of Bengal. At last, it is known as Meghna. When it get combines with Padma, when it get combines with Padma is basically the name of river Ganga. Okay, Padma is the name of river Ganga. Padma and Brahmaputra get combined, and then it drains like Meghna. जब ये दोनों combine हो जाती हैं, तो ये मेघना के नाम से जानी जाती है. When both of them, Brahmaputra and Padma, get combined, then it is known as Meghna, and it drains into Bay of Bengal. Okay, Bay of Bengal in Sundarban Delta. Who has done this? Now we will do Brahmaputra river. Okay, we are going on it. We were on 38th river yesterday. Okay, so today we will do the rest of the rivers of. So yesterday we have done Budi Dibang. Who has done this? Someone has done this in my class. It's not done by me. Wait for a second. If you create any nuisance, I will remove you. Whoever has done this. Dikhu, now it's okay. Okay. Left bank tributary of Brahmaputra rises from Naga Hills. Dikhu. left bank tributary of Brahmaputra, rises from Naga Hills. All of you take your paper and pen and begin to write. Okay, and begin to write. Left bank tributary of Brahmaputra rises from Naga Hills, rises from Naga Hills, and joins Brahmaputra at south of Majuli Island. At south of Majuli Island. Okay, at south of Majuli Island, city Sibsagar. City Sibsagar. Okay, so I will show you this Majuli Island, because this Majuli Island I have shown you in previous class also, but today I will show you again because this Majuli Island uh, has the probability to come in exam majority of the time. Okay, because it remains in use for many purpose. For many purpose, it remains in use. Now I will show you Majuli Island. I will show you on map. Just keep on watching. No comments in between. So here is your Majuli. Okay, and this place is known as Majuli, and here you can see the island in between the river. This is the island in between the river. Okay, here you can see the cities. Okay, there is city also. Means people are settled over here. Means people are settled in between the river, and from all the side it is surrounded by the river. From all the side it is surrounded by river. But what is happening with Majuli Island, that it is slowly degrading. As you all can see, the silt is getting deposited on side by side. Okay, the silt is getting deposited on side by side. So this Majuli Island is slowly degrading, and it is very famous for biosphere diversity, like flora and fauna. Like many plants and animals are found over here at Majuli Island. So fishery sector is very good over here. The people are involved in many other flora and fauna activities, and the majority of the tribal peoples live over here. So as we all know, our political system and our constitution also provide shelter to SC industry. Okay, shelter to SC industry. Shelter means protection. Shelter means protection. Okay, protection to SC industry. So ST, majority of the tribal peoples live over here. So we need to protect this Majuli Island as much as possible. So that's why it remains in use, because it is rich in biodiversity, and it is the only river island. River island. Island is basically the concept in sea and oceans. Okay, island is basically the concept in sea and ocean. We don't see the island in between the rivers. Okay, this is the only island that is in the river in India. Otherwise, world may it is possible that in the world it may be possible that at some place it is there. Okay, so city Sibsagar, Dhansiri, left main tributary of Brahmaputra, rises from Barail Range and joins Brahmaputra downstream of the Majuli Island. Downstream of the Majuli Island, flows east of the Ringma Hills. Flow flows east of the Ringma Hills and Mikir Hills. Rengma Hills, and the Mekir Hills, where the Kaziranga National Park is located. Okay, Kaziranga National Park is basically in Assam. Boundary Assam and Nagaland. Cities Dimapur and Golaghat. Dimapur and Golaghat. Next is Barak River. Barak River. Important river of northeast India rises from Bareil Range. India rises from Bareil Range. Near the tri-junction of Assam, Manipur, and Nagaland. Assam, Manipur, and Nagaland. Assam, Manipur, and Nagaland. Forms boundary between Assam and Manipur. Next point is Tipaimukh Dam. Tipaimukh Dam in Manipur. Tipaimukh Dam in Manipur. It becomes Surma and then Meghna. It becomes Surma and then Meghna. Okay. Tipaimukh Dam in Manipur. It becomes Surma and then Meghna. City Silchar. City Silchar. NH53 crosses it. NH53 crosses it. So Manipur is also the state, but it is the name of river also. Okay, on which the name of the state Manipur is given. So all of you, if you want to remember the name of the eastern states, I have the trick for you. Just write it on any of your page. Okay, on any of your front page or wherever you want to write. Triple M, triple M, 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 triple M, double A, triple M, double A, N T, N T. Okay, M for Manipur, M for Meghalaya, M for Mizoram, A for Arunachal Pradesh, A for Assam, N for Nagaland, T for Tripura. So always remember these 7 names. These are known as 7 sisters. Okay, these are known as 7 sisters. 7 sisters. Okay. 7 Sisters is basically a waterfall, and on which the name of all these eastern states is given. Okay, Manipur is the name of the river on which the name of the state is given. It originates in Manipur Hills and flows southward just east of Loktak Lake, just east of Loktak Lake, and enters Myanmar to join the Maitha River, a tributary of Chindwin, a tributary of Chindwin. Flows between Lime Atoll Range, and East Manipur Hills. These all rivers are basically considered to be as the tributary of Brahmaputra. Okay, because we are studying the river system, not only river. Ganges itself is a river, and Brahmaputra itself is a river. Yamuna itself is a river. But we are studying the river system, not a particular river. So we have done Ganga river system, we have done Indus river system. Okay, in Ganges river system, we have done Yamuna, Bhagirathi, and all these rivers. Okay, all the rivers that originates from Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, and Bihar. Okay, in north, what we have done, Indus river system. That is basically in Jammu and Kashmir, Punjab, and Himachal Pradesh. Jammu, Kashmir, Punjab, and Himachal Pradesh. Okay. So Manipur, we have done, flows between Lime Athol Range and Manipur Hills. Lime Athol Range and Manipur Hills. Okay. Next is Dhaleshwari. Dhaleshwari originates in Mizo Hills. And flows northward to join the Barak River. To join the Barak River. Passes through the Tropic of Cancer. Dhaleshwari. Okay. Next is Ajay. Next is Ajay. Important northmost tributary of Hooghly. Important northmost tributary of Hooghly flows through Bihar, Jharkhand, and West Bengal. Flows through Bihar, Jharkhand, and West Bengal. Shanti Niketan is situated north of it. Shanti Niketan is situated north of it. Okay, Ajay River. Next is Damodar. Damodar, most important tributary of Hooghly. Most important tributary of Hooghly originates from Palamau district of Jharkhand. Palamau district of Jharkhand. Palamau district of Jharkhand. We will do up to 50 river. Okay, today we will do up to 50 rivers. Known as Sorrow of Bengal. Known as Sorrow of Bengal. Sorrow of Bihar का नाम बताइए मेरे को. Sorrow of Bihar. All of you, just comment. Sorrow of Bihar. Damodar is Sorrow of Kosi. Okay. So Damodar is Sorrow of Bengal because what we have seen in previous exams also, Sorrow of Bihar has been asked. So it is possible that later on you will be asked about Damodar, Sorrow of Bengal, Sorrow of Bengal. Because if some question is asked in previous papers, try to imagine that they will ask similar question, but they will change either the state, either the river, they will try to change it. Okay. DVC, first multi-purpose project of India. Tributaries Barakar, Konar, Jamunia, Ghari, etc. Next is Roop Narayan. Roop Narayan, tributary of Hooghly. Tributary of Hooghly, south of Damodar. South of Damodar, rises in western part of West Bengal and meets Selai River before joining the Hooghly. Next is city Bankura. NH6, National Highway 6 passes over it. National Highway 6 passes over it. Passes over it. Next is Haldi, important southernmost tributary of Hooghly River. Important southernmost tributary of Hooghly River from Purulia district of West Bengal. And joins the Hooghly at Haldia. Cities Medinipur, Haldia. Okay, we have done basically Yamuna we have done in Ganga river system, but particularly we have not done it as a river. Okay, we have done it in Ganga river system. So most important tributary of Ganga rises from Yamunotri glaciers and joins the Ganga at Allahabad. And joins the Ganga at Allahabad. At Allahabad. Now Prayagraj. Okay. Now Prayagraj. Tributaries: Chambal, Sindh, Betwa, Ken. Chambal, Sindh, Betwa, Ken. Cities: Delhi, Mathura, Agra, Allahabad. Delhi, Mathura, Agra, Allahabad. सो देखो इसकी ट्रिब्यूटरीज अगर आपको सिंपली याद करनी हो तो के केन का के, बेतवा का बी और चंबल का सी और एस सेकंड, एस फॉर सेकंड, के बी सी सेकंड. ओके, केन, बेतवा, चंबल, के बी सी. कौन बनेगा करोड़पति वाला के बी सी. ठीक है, के बी सी सेकंड. सेकंड पे क्या है? सिंध. ओके, एस फॉर सेकंड, S for Sindh, KBC second. So cities are Delhi, Mathura, Agra, Allahabad. Delhi, Mathura, Agra, Allahabad. Excessively used and highly polluted. As you all see that in Delhi region, it is excessively used for draining the wastage of the industries. Draining the wastage of the industries. But what happens when Chambal get combines with Yamuna? Before joining Ganga at Allahabad, Chambal get combines with Yamuna. Chambal get combines with Yamuna. Not in Delhi. Okay, not in Delhi. Before joining Yamuna at Allahabad, Chambal basically joins Yamuna. Okay, before Allahabad, Chambal joins Yamuna. Okay, so what we see that after when the Chambal get added, when Chambal river get added to Yamuna river water, then by looking at the junction point, of Ganga, one side Ganga and one side Yamuna, Ganga is more polluted at Allahabad. As compared to Yamuna, only because of the reason that before joining to Ganga, Chambal get combined with the Yamuna. Chambal river water is very fresh water and it is very less utilized for industrial wastage purposes. So that's why its water is very clean. Chambal river water is very clean. That's why it clears the water of Yamuna also, and it looks more good than Ganga at Allahabad. It looks more good than Ganga at Allahabad. It looks clear. The Yamuna river water looks clear at Allahabad. Okay. So at Allahabad, Ganga is more polluted, excessively used and highly polluted. But excessive in Delhi region, it is just like Nala. Nothing else. Because if you get entered into it, you will be full of chemicals on your body. Barakar river, main tributary of Damodar river. 225 kilometer long, originates in Hazaribagh district and joins the Damodar and Bardhaman district of West Bengal. Damodar and Bardhaman district of West Bengal. Tributaries: Barsoti, Usri, dams and HEPs: Tilaiya and Maithon. Okay, dams and HEPs, hydroelectric projects. Okay, पीछे हमने डीवी भी करा था दामोदर वैली. ओके, दामोदर वैली प्रोजेक्ट, I think. So Damodar Valley project है, that is a dam basically. Gambhir, Gautam Gambhir, not Gautam Gambhir, it's Gambhir. Important tributary of the Yamuna, between the Yamuna and the Chambal. These are very small basically. So that's why their name doesn't come that much. Important tributary of Yamuna, between Yamuna and Chambal, rises from northeastern part of Aravallis, north of Jaipur. Before meeting the Yamuna, it forms boundary between Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh. Between Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh. Okay. Keoladeo Ghana Bird Sanctuary. Keoladeo Ghana Bird Sanctuary is located just north of it. Keoladeo Ghana Bird Sanctuary. It is very famous for if you am a professional photographer also, so I know about Keoladeo Ghana Bird Sanctuary because many of the photographers visit there and they just do the photography, and the best birds that arrives in India are basically seen in Keoladeo Bird Sanctuary. The best and the most beautiful birds can only be seen in Keoladeo Bird Sanctuary. Okay. Next is Chambal. As I told you that water of Chambal is very clear. So most important tributary of Yamuna. So that's why it is most important tributary of Yamuna. Rises from the Janapao hills of Vindhyas, and meets the Yamuna in Uttar Pradesh near Etawah. Okay. Tributaries Banas, Kali, Sindh, Parvati. Banas, Kali, Sindh, Parvati. Banas, Kali, Sindh, and Parvati. Okay, these are the tributaries of Chambal, and these all four tributaries get combined with Chambal, and then it forms the tributary of Yamuna, and Yamuna is basically the tributary of Ganga. So that's why we are studying in the river system, not a particular river. Okay, we need to develop the connections now, because as you all know, what project India is working very fast, linking of rivers. If you know about the tributaries of the rivers, then you will be able to understand how the linking of the rivers can be done. Okay, Banas, Kali, Sindh, Parvati, they all combined with Chambal, and then it forms the tributary of Yamuna. Yamuna get combines with Ganga. Okay, Yamuna is basically the tributary of Ganga, and then it drains into Bay of Bengal. Reservoirs: Gandhi Sagar, Rana Pratap Sagar. Chambal has many reservoirs because of the scarcity of water, because rainwater is the only source over there. Gandhi Sagar, Rana Pratap Sagar, Jawahar Sagar, famous for ravines. Ravines को मैं आप सभी को एक तरीके से समझाता हूँ. What happens in ravines is that the river go in a fingering directions. Okay, the river go in a fingering directions. So this is the land area, and this is your river. Okay, this is your single river. Basically, this is your single river. So badland topography, what happens, that it cuts the soil. It basically cut the soil. And get distributed into various streams. So it cuts the soil, but it basically cuts the soil, and this soil area, that is plain area, that is basically plain area. But when the river get in the deep gorge, when the river gets into deep gorge, then this plain area, this soil area basically looks like mountains or plateaus type. Okay, mountains or plateaus type. So that's why they are known as badland topography, because river cuts the soil over here. Okay, these are known as ravines. So forms border between Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. Forms border between Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. So in this way, this your class is done. Now you will just join me at 22, means 10 p.m. exactly. Okay, exactly at 10 p.m. you join me. Now I'm going to end this class.